So one minor issue that we should address, something that you may encounter, is that the default views directory that Express is looking for is only going to work if I am running my application from within the same directory where my views folder is. So let me show you what I mean. Right now, if I run nodemon index.js, I'm in the directory. I'm inside of templating demo. Everything works, right? I get the home page. Everything's good. But now, if I cd out one level, I don't see that index.js, but I can have access to it. I can do nodemon templating demo / index.js. And that starts the server too, right? There's no difference. I'm just one folder back, but I'm still executing the same file with nodemon. But now, I go to localhost 3000 and I get an error. Failed to look up view home.ejs in the views directory. Notice where it's looking inside of express templating / views. It's looking in this folder. If I can control C, right here, it's not looking in this folder where the node file is, or the JavaScript file is. So if I want it to work from different directories, which it may not seem like a big deal, but it's just best practice, and there are times where this can be problematic. If I want to be able to run this code from anywhere, I want to change the views directory. Right now, the views directory is set up to be process.current working directory. If you remember, if I just open up the REPL, process.cwd, looks like this. It's the current directory I'm working inside of, and then it just appends /views to that. What I really want is I want the directory where my file is located, index.js, then /views. So here's how we do that. We can do an app.set, and we do views, so just another property, right? And now we're going to do something fancy we have not seen before. There's a module built into Express we're going to require. It's called path. So const path equals require path. We can talk more about what it does once we set this up. Now path has a method on it called join. I'm going to do this right here, path.join, and then this weird thing, __ dir name for directory name, and then /views. All right, so what I'm doing here is taking our current directory name where this file is located, index.js, and I'm joining that path, the full path to get there, with /views. Now, if this seems crazy confusing, it's something you do one time per app. Don't worry about it. But we could name this something else. This could be /templates if I wanted it to be, but I'm going to do /views. All I've done now is said, instead of being the current working directory where I executed the file from, where I was located when I ran nodemon, instead of using that, I want you to use the directory name where index.js is located. So let's see if that makes a difference. Let me get out of here, run my file, refresh my page, and hey, it is working now. So I'm running that from outside the correct folder, and now if I cd into it, nodemon index.js, it should still work, and it does. Okay, so it seems annoying, I totally get that, but it's just important to use, and it's something you'll see frequently in Express apps, so don't freak out. And then I'll also just mention, remember, we don't need that .ejs if we set the view engine to EJS. It assumes it's looking for EJS files. And then to wrap up, this path module that comes built in with Node, it basically gives us methods that have to do with file and directory paths. It's kind of, in my experience, it's not my favorite built-in module. It's never fun to work with file and directory paths, but that's why it exists. And path.join is going to take multiple path segments and join them together and normalize it into a single path at the end. So we don't have to deal with strings ourselves. It's just something that we use to help us out. And then remember that __ or dunder, dir name or directory name, refers to the directory name where index.js or whatever this file is located. It doesn't care where I'm executing it from. All right, so kind of annoying housekeeping, but we're done with it. That's all this path stuff and dir name and views, and we can rest easy and move on with EJS.